I ain't take that, bro.
Yes, you did. It's in your hand.
Nation.
What up, my people? What's going on? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? I appreciate all the love from y'all, bro. And I had a plan to shout some people out. I had a lot of stuff to tell y'all, but because this is spur of the moment, I'm gonna do it on the next upload. Forgive me. Today, I want to give y'all a story that I forgot about, actually. Something happened to me today that triggered a memory of something happening to me when I was younger. We're gonna get straight into it. I go by DJ, but you can call me D.
So I go extra hard on that hard flow.
Call me D. Look, man, I told myself I was not finna get back in front of this camera until I put a razor to this face. God damn. Like, bro, I don't know if I want to just keep it shaved off with just the mustache and the beard or go ahead and just line the full Joan up. But anyway, that's not why y'all here. Today, man, August 15th, just for the record, I think it's August 15th. Today is a Friday. You know, like any day, I got damn near a routine, right? If I don't have to go to work, wake up, do your regular morning routine, I call my kids, I start writing. Or typing, you should say, because I don't actually write with a pen. When I write my stories, I'm in my phone and my notepad writing stories down. And I gotta write for at least an hour before I stop or take a break. Okay, good. I finish writing. I go do some graphics or something. If I ain't got nothing else to do that day, I'm spending the rest of my time with my kids. That's what I do. I think I told y'all, I told y'all the whole situation. My girl had to move, kids going with her. We got all that figured out. Everything is going smooth. So every day I have to go see them now. I gotta go see my kids. If I wanna see them every day, I gotta go see them every day, which I do. I might miss one day out the week, but they gonna see daddy's face, you feel me? So I get there, I do the do, we have fun. Now, end of the night come. The same way I got there is the same way I have to leave, which is both by walking and bus. Meaning I gotta walk to the bus stop, bus take me here, I get out, walk again to get to my crib. Now what I'm about to tell you, it's already happened on 2 occasions. I think to myself, would the regular civilian mind do what I did? Would they react the way I reacted? When I say regular civilian mind, I mean people like me who come from the hood, who come from the trenches, who've been in projects, who've been in those real tense moments, guns in your face, life or death situations. You develop a certain instinct, the ability to see things before you run into it. You know, that car right there, watch that car. Oh no, I'm gonna wait for them to roll past first before stuff like that. It's hard to explain. It's just something that you just know. It's not nothing that can be taught. You gotta have firsthand experience with it. The neighborhood that my kids live in now, it's a nice neighborhood. I leave every night around 9, 10, 11, sometimes 11, 12, depending on how busy the day was. So when I'm leaving out the neighborhood, I gotta walk down this long strip before I get to a bus stop. It's like a 16 to 17 minute walk. This strip is always empty. Nobody's on this strip walking. It's barely any cars going by. Most times it's just me. I use that time to write, which I need to stop doing. I'll be so locked into writing my next story or writing bullet points or outlines for my next story. I'm like this, walking the whole time. I done went a full 5 to 10 minutes with my head down and I'm maneuvering, crossing streets because I'm just so locked in. The first time this happened, I'm walking up the same sidewalk that I walk every night and I see a car sitting there on the side of the road. The car not turned off, ain't nobody outside the car, they just sitting there, gas still running. Ding, ding, ding in my mind on that car. I turn around. Just to be cautious, just to be safe. I don't know who in that car, I don't know what they own, if they own anything, who knows? But just to be safe, I turn around. As soon as I turn around, the car pulls off, they going about their business. I'm thinking maybe I'm just paranoid. Maybe there's a person who just don't like to text and drive. Maybe him and his girl fighting. Once I see him pull off, I wait 20 minutes, which means I miss my bus. So now I gotta wait for the next one to come, which means I have to leave later. But it was smooth after that. Second occurrence when this happened, I'm walking out the neighborhood again. It's a different car, blue car, different person in the car. The entry of the neighborhood, you can see the main road where cars is rolling by. This is the main road and this is you walking toward that main road, and you can see cars back and forth. And as I'm walking, I see a blue car driving past, but he's driving way slower than all the other cars. He gets to the middle of the entrance. He don't do a full stop. It's like a stutter step, and he keep going. Cool. I lock in, looking at my phone, working on the story. Now when I hit the corner and I'm looking down the street, I can see that same blue car just sitting there. I'm gonna say a good 30 seconds away from me. 30 seconds meaning it would take me 30 seconds to get to wherever that car is. Now when I see it, I stop. Say, I don't know. Then I kept walking. Then I stopped again. I said, nah. I turned around, walked back into the neighborhood. Then I seen the same blue car, bust a Yui and go back up. He owns something. Like I said, am I paranoid? Could I be paranoid? Maybe he just got lost. Maybe he got lost, but it's very suspicious because you pull off when I turn around. Now, this is the one that got me. That was the worst. This is the one that was like, yeah, it's time for me to go ahead and invest in the strap. Y'all heard me talk about my feelings on guns and having straps or whatever the case. I don't like having guns. I don't like having guns in the house. I wouldn't mind having one on me. I don't know. Maybe I don't think it's just that important for me to have right now. But evidently it is. You know, it's been too many situations where a child then got to your gun and blew your mama head off, or killed themselves, or killed their siblings. I done had 2 guns in the house before at one time, but I guess now that I got kids, I try to avoid them, but it's unavoidable at this point. So this third occurrence, which is today, walking out the neighborhood like always, I see a silver car parked in the middle of the median strip. You know, like you driving up a medium strip, sometimes it got a break in the middle where you can bust a U or make a left. That's where he was, just sitting there. And it just reminds me of the first 2 times this happened. When I turn around, I turn back around and watch him. I was walking back and watching him at the same time, like I'm walking backwards. He ends up cutting his hazard lights on. I'm thinking in my mind like, yeah, you up, huh? He done forgot to put on the hazard lights. So when he did that and he noticed that I was still walking like the others, he pulls off. I'm like, bro, if you didn't want a nigga to think you was on something, you pulling off right after me noticing you don't look no less suspicious. So this time I'm a little further out of the neighborhood this time. I'm like damn near in the middle of this strip that gets me to the bus stop. So ain't no just walking up a little bit into the neighborhood. I gotta walk a bit of a ways to get there now. So he goes up further, busts the U, and come back my way. I'm like, all right. I go in my bag, get my little pocket knife, and I get my mace. Put my mace in my left pocket, knife on the right pocket. And I'm just walking with my hands in my pockets at this point. And still in the middle of the medium strip, because whichever side that y'all pull up on, I'm gonna give myself some breathing room to get away from you. If you willing to pull up on a nigga in the dead of night on a Friday at night, I know you strapped, and I'm not. But if you get up on me, I got some type of defense. So as I'm walking on this medium strip, I'm not paying attention to no other cars. No other cars. I'm only paying attention to the silver car that just passed me going up. As I'm watching the car go up the street, I'm not noticing this black truck creeping up on me right in front of me. Creeping up, and the only reason I noticed is because the lights was so goddamn bright, which I don't have to turn too far, because if you're on a median strip and you're watching the car on the right and the car coming to you on the left, they both in front of you, but I'm locked into this car and I don't see this truck until it get right up on me. I drop my bag, I put my hands in my pockets, because I'm like, at this point he can up right now out the window and still catch me. I'm thinking maybe he gonna jump out the car, maybe he noticed my face, I don't know. So I just get ready. I stand there and I get ready. He pull up, look me up and down, and pull off. These are the scenarios I'm thinking. A, this could be a hot spot for people to hit licks. Maybe they done caught people a few times before and I'm just another victim. B, mistaken identity. Maybe they saw me walking way in the beginning and said, all right, oh, there he go. This how we gonna do it. Because it was too organized. It was way too organized. I'm walking up, I see you sitting there, you turn your hazard lights on, I walk away, you pull off, but then when you pull off and I cross the street, another cop pull up on me. It looked like they covered their bases so I wouldn't get away. C, they noticed me from YouTube. Those are only 3 things I can think of. I ain't did nobody nothing. I ain't nobody business. I don't do nothing street involved. I don't sell drugs. I record, work, take care of my family, and chill with my kids. That's D. Every day, all day. I don't even go out. I don't remember the last time I went to a club or a bar. So this time, no, I didn't bust the U myself and then go back to the bus stop. I said, nah. I went back to my girl crib and I called my brother, Khaki Corey. He came and scooped me up. Now, after hearing that, what would you think? In my mind, I'm thinking, would a regular civilian think the way I think? Would they walk down that sidewalk and be like, oh, that's probably just somebody who broke down? Because the first thing I thought was robbery. That's the first thing I thought. It's a setup. They setting up on you. They don't care who it is. You just happen to be the, you know what I'm saying? But this is why that story triggered the one that I'm about to tell you. It was the summer before I started high school. I just graduated 8th grade and I'm about to start high school. I'm hanging tough with my guys. At this point, I'm kicking it with a whole nother group of dudes. This is when me and Shake Man was super tight. Like, we was like this. And we had our own little squad. And we used to be on 37th and Midlothian. My Richmond people, y'all should know what 37th and Midlothian at. Right down the street from the Ville. And I swear the Ville, bro, that's like Richmond's old block. That's what the Ville remind me of. It's a whole gated community and the buildings look like projects and a whole bunch of shit went down over there for decades. I'm talking about decades of pain in that place. But anyway, I'm kicking it with my guys and we get word about a house party. It's kind of like a leaving the summer, going back to school house party. Like this the last party of the summer. The way we would communicate with each other back then, Bebo. For my people who remember Bebo, for my people who is from my generation, do y'all remember Bebo? Bebo was the shit. I'm talking about we got cell phones and all, sidekicks, the little Sprint flip joints. I know y'all remember them, but Bebo was popping. We would literally text each other through Bebo. A girl had hit me up in my messages about a party, and I'm telling my guys, hey, it's a party on such and such street. It was on this street called Decatur. Now this street Decatur was probably a good 15 to 20 minute walk from where we were. So we go as is. We go in our white tees and baggy shorts. You know, at that time, bro, this was the baggy tee era for real. I'm talking about big ass white shirts. If I can find a picture, bro, I'm gonna put it up for you. Bro, we had to be a good 13 deep. We was deep as hell. Now we get up into this party, and like any other house party, we having fun, we drinking, we smoking. The youngest person in the group was, I think, 12. The oldest was probably 15. Drinking, smoking, getting lit like grown-ups for real. But like we all know, house parties in the hood don't really last. At least not all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say 80% of the time, that house party gonna get shot up. By the end of this party, bro, you know how I go at the end. Everybody outside politicking and talking. It's kind of like the party after the party, where everybody on the sidewalk in the middle of the street, chatting, bumping loud music in the car, niggas trying to holler at girls. Just so happened, a hood, let me put it this way, I'm not gonna say us, because I spent a lot of my life in Midlothian Village, aka the Ville, but I'm not from the Ville. I don't represent the Ville, but I knew a lot of guys from the Ville. I had family from the Ville. The squad I was rocking with, some of those guys was from the Ville. Some of the guys was from 34th. Some of the guys was from Blackwell. Like, we had a nice little mixture of people from different hoods, but all these hoods is in Southside. I've told a story. The thumbnail says the streets are undefeated. It's a street story, high school / street story. This hood called Honeycomb. And just like I said in that story, when we first heard the name Honeycomb, all we thinking is, who the hell repping Honeycomb? Who the hell would rep something called Honeycomb? What the a Honeycomb? But these dudes actually went hard. They went hard in the street just like any other hood in the street. They repped it, like they repped this joint to the fullest. And when we found out what Honeycomb was, and that it was just a bunch of houses that people paid mortgages and rent at, we was like, nah, bro, this can't be Honeycomb. And these niggas is pulling up on property, shooting shit up. This can't be Honeycomb. But anyway, Honeycomb pulls up to this house party. As I told y'all, some of the guys I'm with, they from the Ville, which they were beefing with at the time. I think even 34th and the Ville teamed up against Honeycomb. So rightfully so, these my guys. If they fight, I fight. They sitting outside this house party ending. A lot of yelling, throwing up signs, all of that in the air. Back and forth, yelling back and forth. I'm in the middle of the street. I don't know how I get to the middle of the street. I don't remember. It's this truck, but I don't know who it is because I'm so locked in on this situation. Whole time, this truck that's behind me is my family. My little cousin was at the party too, and her mom came to pick her up when she told her what was going on. When the fights was first starting, she called her mom to pick her up. She's in the truck calling my name. Her mom calling my name. My cousin's in the back seat calling my name. Get your ass in the car. I run towards the truck and I get in the car. Now as we about to pull off, I see my guys that I came there with walking home. And I'm like, nah, let me out. What you mean let you out? Nah, let me out. It'll be kind of crazy. I get a ride home and y'all gotta walk home, and the people that y'all beefing with is out here in cars and shit with straps. But at the same time, if they was gonna shoot somebody, they would have did it firsthand. I think they was just showing off. When I got out the car, I meet back up with them. I tell my auntie, I'm gonna let you know that I got home. Now, as we walking, some of the guys that we with, this person live over here, these two over there, like a lot of us start breaking off. Understandably so, you know what I'm saying? They about to go home. Like we trying to get low or whatever. By the time we get back to our side, it's me, my little homeboy Juwan, and Shake Man. It's just three of us. We walking up 35th Street when a pickup truck coming down. But this wasn't no like broke down regular pickup. Like they was soup up pickups back then. This souped up pickup come creeping down the street and ride past us, kind of stopped for a little bit, and it kept going. We sitting there talking to each other as we walking, smoking a blunt. We didn't even care. I noticed it, but we didn't notice it. About 2-3 minutes later, as we get up this hill, the street that we on, we walking up a hill. So when you get to the top of the hill, you don't see who's been up there as you're walking up. You don't see him until you get up there. We see that same pickup sitting on the side of the curb, on the right side of us. Them two, they didn't notice this is the same pickup that crept past us, but I did. I said, look at that truck right there.
What you talking about, bro? What?
Truck right there, bro. Look at that blue truck right there with the rims on it.
Yeah, so what?
That junk just crept past us, and now they sitting there parked at the right of the curb, bro. That shit don't look crazy to you?
Bro, they probably stay around here, bro.
They making all the excuses in the world why this ain't nothing. And I'm telling them, I'm like, bruh, that don't look right. Like, we need to go ahead and, is y'all strapped? Are you not strapped? I ain't strapped neither. We need to turn around, bro. Fuck all that tough shit. So as I'm walking the opposite way, they like, for real, D, for real, you about to walk? I'm like, yes, bruh. What is wrong with y'all? I just seen that pickup, bro, and now he at the top of the, nah, bro, nah. Let's turn around. Then they follow suit. Once they turn around, I didn't even know you can maneuver like this in a pickup. Did a full turn in the middle of the intersection, sped our way, just so we can't get away. And the whole time the truck coming our way, I'm like, I told y'all niggas. I told you. We jumping gates. Jawan then ran into somebody's house. Shake man, he running the same way I'm running, but he can't get over the gate the same way I did. I hit the gate first go. Like, I don't even touch it. I hit it feet first, and I see him trying to pull himself over the gate. I go back to the gate. I help him over. We both fall to the ground, and we see the pickup pulling up. I want to say the scariest, but I done had some fucked up moments. But nah, the yard that we in, the yard that we fell in, they didn't get there in time to see that we failed, but they knew once we hit that yard, hit that alley, ain't no telling which way we gonna go. So once they let off them shots, I said, bro, hold on, wait, because I don't think they know we right here, because the yard is dark. The yard is dumb dark. Ain't no street lights on this street right here. They ain't got no security lights in their yard, and we laying in this tall ass grass. I said, bro, just lay down, bro. They sit there for a minute and they speed off. We sit there for a good 10 to 15 minutes just to be safe. We call our people. They come pick us up on the block, and they take us home. They take him home. We called Jawan. He said he good. He said the house he ran into was his people house, which I felt was crazy, nigga. You could have told us to come in there with you. We all got home. But before I go further with that, I gotta tell you why the house party ended the way it did. A week before the house party, me and another homeboy, not Shake man, it was another guy out this clique, and I forget his name. I think it was Jawan. Little short guy, like he's super short, but he around our age. He looked like a child, dead serious. And it's just me and him on the block that day. Ain't nobody else outside, just me and him. We want to smoke. Like, we want to smoke bad. Like, we ain't got nothing to do. We bored. We ain't doing shit constructive with ourselves. We just want to smoke, get high and chill, kick it, play games, whatever.
Hey, bro, you ever use oregano?
I said oregano what?
Oregano, bro. You know, like that the seasoning that look like weed?
Seasoning that look like weed? I'm like, nah, what the fuck is that? What is that?
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
He go hop skip in the house and go get this seasoning that look like weed. It really look like fucking weed, but it looks like a whole bottle of shake. You know how shake look? That's what it look like, shake. Bro, I'm not finna goddamn smoke no oregano. Why you showing me that for?
Bruh, no, bro. I know somebody who wants some bud right now.
Oh, okay, so you gonna finesse them for the bread so we can go buy the real shit. That's what you saying?
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Come on, man. I know you with it.
I was definitely with it. I ain't getting no fucks, especially at that time, bro. I thought shit like that was exciting. Around that age, doing shit like that was exciting. Doing shit like that was like, oh yeah, we cool as fuck. Yeah, we just finessed this nigga. That shit was, oh, now that I think about that shit, bro, that shit so lame. How is that exciting, bro? What the fuck? Damn. So we do it. He go get this oregano. He go put it in the bag. I'm gonna give him his props because he was smart about it. He went and got one of the thicker sandwich bags. You know those thick ones to where if you put it to your nose, you really can't smell what's inside. That was him giving his excuse on if he can't smell a weed or not. I even asked him, I said, bro, why is you putting it in that thick ass bag? Just use these.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna show you why we using these.
So we went up the block, went to go serve his people. Now, when this dude come outside, shirt off, tattoos everywhere, strap on his hip, first thing he say, hey, what up, youngin'? Who that with you? He introduced me, I introduced myself, we talk, cool. He pull out the money first and give it to him. You know, usually people make sure they get to work first before they give you the bread, but I'm guessing he's been dealing with him. And I didn't even know he sold weed at this point. And it's more of a older school dude, like, and to us maybe he was old school, because now that I think about it, we probably looking at his age is old, and he probably want nothing but in his mid-20s or something like that. So he give him the weed and we walk off. My boy is power walking. I'm like, bro, hold up, bro. Goddamn, the weed ain't going nowhere, bro.
Nah, bro, come on. Let's go get this weed right now so we can smoke.
I know we just finessed this dude, but I'm not knowing what this dude gonna do about it. We get back to the block. He go get the smoke. I stay on the block. He come back and we roll up. Easy money. While we smoking, I just stop and think about it. I'm like, bro, hey, how much you get for it anyway? 30. He paid $30 for that. If he an avid smoker, ain't no way he don't notice. Ain't no way he don't know. Or unless he just didn't smoke it right then and there, which was probably the best for our sake. Because we sat on that block all day and nothing. Nobody rolled through nothing. And the days will go by. Days and days go by. Nothing. So we forget about it. We don't even think about it no more. That very next day, we walking up the same block that we always on every day, 37th Street. I think we was going to the pool that day. We was going to Swansboro. We was going to Swansboro pool that day. So we take the Midlothian way to walk up Midlothian. And when you walk up that way, the house that we went to serve by that weed His house is on the corner closest to the Midlothian street, and we see that blue pickup right there. I said, bruh, look at that truck right there, bro. Oh shit. I'm like, yeah, oh shit is right, nigga. But that was just a 30, but it don't matter, bro. And even though we was young, I had enough sense to know when you do certain shit like that to people in the street, it don't matter how big or small it is, bro. It's principle wise. It's principle. He feel played. He feel like you tried him. He feel like you calling him a bitch, thinking you can do him like that. I know he older, he an adult and everything. We ain't number 13, 14. But you gonna have to talk to that man. He's scared as hell, which I understand. I was scared too. Shit, I was scared too. The fuck? I was scared too. It's better you go holler at him. Now, that same day, his mama he asked his mama for some money. And his mama gave him like $70 or something like that. And that's exactly what he did. I stayed in the front of the gate. While he walked up to the door and knocked on the door. He came out the door the same way he came out the door last time we was here. Shirt off, strap right there in his hip, and he's silent. He ain't even saying nothing. He just looking at bruh. Cause he know why he here. He know why we here. Did his fingers like this to tell me to come here too. He looking at us, we looking at him. I'm looking at the gun. I'm looking at the gun. And he straight looked us in our face and said, look, I won't trying to kill you little niggas, but somebody gonna kill you little niggas. Y'all don't quit all this lame shit y'all doing. Lie to you not. I won't trying to kill you little niggas, but somebody gonna kill you little niggas if y'all don't stop all this lame shit y'all doing out here. Maine told us he knew the bag was fake when he got in the house. Like when we left the house, he knew the bag was fake. He waited. Basically, he gave us time to straighten it. And we ain't straighten it. So he went and found us and did what he did. Like gave us some real game after that. And I ain't gonna lie, ever since that conversation, bro, I looked at shit like that totally different. I didn't see that shit as exciting no more. I ain't see that shit as cool no more. Finessing people, like that shit ain't it, basically. Even still told Lil Juwan, like, look, bro, and I still buy bud from you. But you gotta be straight up, you gotta be solid. You gotta be solid about it. Like, you can't be bringing me no fake shit. I know it's hard out here. Let niggas know that. Like, I'll look out for you. And the relationship between Juwan and that dude was so close after that. I ain't really know him like that. You know what I mean? I'll come over there sometimes while I'm with Juwan. We'll play the game and everything. His mama made some food, like cool as hell. And won't no go tell your people or call Unc to save you and hey, can't this nigga shot? Nah, bro. Because then you gonna have to tell them why they shooting at you. And you gonna have to tell them how dead wrong you is. Bro, it's that same thing that your parents done told you 100 times over. I'm gonna beat your ass because what they gonna do to you outside gonna be way worse than what I do to you. That brings me to the message. The message I want to leave with y'all, man, is this. We don't got enough mentors out here, bro. We don't got enough OGs who really play the original role of an OG. A lot of people who call themselves OGs nowadays, cornball as fuck. Not even living up to the real title of what an OG is supposed to do, or supposed to be. He is considered an OG in our hood. He played that role well by schooling us and teaching us. Because if we went outside our hood and did that to somebody, they wouldn't have had no fucks to give about us and did us dirty, minors or not. And it changed our perception, bro. It made both of us look at life different. Lil Juwan after that, bro, I'ma say a year later, bro, he straightened all the way up. He was school bound after that. That situation changed his life. Now, me on the other hand, I was still on the bullshit, but far as that type of stuff, I cut it out. I don't care how young you are, I don't care how old you are. If you're in a position to teach or show the younger generation a better way, there are better ways than shooting at a motherfucker. It's a better way now. But it is times where you gotta take stuff to extreme measures just so they really realize how serious the situation is. Take that time out your life, bro, to do that. You wouldn't even believe how many lives you might save just by talking to one person, because that one person can teach two. And then on after that. I know the generation up under us right now is wild, is wigging the fuck out. But if you can only reach one, teach one, goddammit. Call me, D.
Hustler talk, no comment though, just paper chase. Chasing my dreams, my nightmares ain't got no money, just a cardboard sign and they